Psychokinesis is a natural side effect of self-mastery. Via empathy with a target, the proper mindset, and the use of one's natural subtle energy, we can achieve non-local interaction with objects, elements, people, plants, and more. If you would like to experience this phenomenon firsthand, please subscribe to this channel and join us now as Trevor7 continues his quest to demystify psychokinesis.
Hey guys, Trevor7 here, and this is going to be a hydrokinesis demonstration. But before I get started, I wanted to share with you how I made this target. I messed around with several different targets. I originally wanted to try to make some type of underwater side wheel thing, and it didn't really work out. But something I discovered while messing around with foil is that a little trick I learned that makes it a lot easier to move targets. So what you do is just find something. I'm using a little miniature screwdriver, anything that's just perfectly round, not too big, and take your foil, start it around the edge perfectly straight, and then just roll it all the way up like so. Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry, your mic's not working or something, I can't hear you. Okay, but anyway, when you get done, what you have is this cylinder tube, you know, and then what you do is pinch both ends airtight, really nice and tight. So now you have trapped a little pillow of air inside the foil, which will help kind of keep the foil suspended. So that's kind of what we're going for, is a neutral buoyancy, not something that just drops straight to the bottom or pop straight to the top. Something that, you know, kind of sinks slowly, or ideally even hovers in the middle. That'd be perfect. But believe me, I've tried hundreds of these trying to get them to, well, not hundreds, but lots, and all kinds of different shapes and whatnot. But anyway, what you do is get that little pillow pocket in there, and then pick a shape, whatever. We're just going with a simple pyramid type shape, and then get a glass of water and test it and drop it in there. And if it still floats like that one, you know, make sure it floats. Just take it out and squeeze just a little bit more of that air out of there. And then just keep messing with that until you get one that kind of suspends slightly underwater. And that makes it so much easier to move the target when it's not resting against the side of the glass or heavy on the bottom, or, you know, really stuck to the top. So just a little tip I wanted to share with you, and also kind of describe the target you're going to see that I've been working with. This one turned out to be my favorite. So let's get on with the demonstration. Peace!
Now that is one snazzy intro. I did not make that, by the way. Best $5 I ever spent. So as mentioned, we're going to continue down this hydrokinesis rabbit hole. And what I did was compiled, I had like 12 evenings sessions, about 30-minute sessions, recorded each of them, and cut out all the good stuff and spared you all the boring stuff. Although some may consider this boring. But anyway, just kind of tried a different method for about 3 nights in a row. Then I'd try something different. You're witnessing the old rock the boat method, as my hand motions imply. And again, I'm really just focusing on disturbing the water, not too much attention given to the foil. So it's a, you know, hit and miss type thing, but that's to be expected. And for me, this is very exciting because I'm still very much in the experimental stage. So it's all very interesting and intriguing to me. It's kind of fun trying to figure out, you know, what's working and how it's. When you go try to figure out how it's working, that doesn't always work out. But as you'll see, lots of different ways to move things. This is after a few days of trying the sort of a churning type method, a stirring, a churning. And again, not much attention to the foil, just using it as a guide, you know, so I can kind of see a tool, so I can see what's happening. And this worked out pretty good. I think actually the night before I had even better footage had I been recording. But I got a couple good full circles here all the way around, which I was pretty proud of. I will admit. Moving on. But yeah, I've been super busy and my lifestyle has really changed. I've partnered up with a guy and we're doing some greenhouse work and stuff. And So I don't get a lot. My evenings are spent sleeping because I'm dog tired by the end of the night, and we work all weekend and stuff. So I really get it, man. You know, you guys that don't have time to dedicate to this craft. My hat's off to all of you who are, and even those who are even interested in this. You know, maybe you're not a practitioner, but there is something very gratifying about knowing that this exists, even if you can't do it. And doing it is a very humbling, and I don't know, it's all about the unity, you know, for me. Every time it makes me feel grounded and centered when I do this. It has nothing to do with demons and all this crazy stuff that, you know, that Hollywood has put in our heads. This is a very beneficial. I think it's even, you know, physically beneficial, but I know it is emotionally beneficial to relax and just become one with another element or something. Anyway, that wraps up about another 3 days worth of work in one session. And then last but not least, this was recorded, this is Sunday night when I'm doing this, so this was Saturday night, and kind of combining a little bit of empathy with the foil this time. Took the foil out and did the old contact and eye scan thing that I've spoke about when doing telekinesis, and I kind of like that. I like using a combination of the two, empathize with the water and use a fluid type motion, but also maintain empathy with the foil and how it would feel to be semi-suspended in water, and that's a very peaceful feeling. I experimented with that in a pool too. I'm sure others have. You can let a certain amount of air out of your lungs that allows you to sink, you know, slowly into a certain point and just kind of hover underwater. And I was really trying to empathize with that feeling, and I liked it. Like I said, it was a good combination of two different approaches, and I always want to keep that in mind. You know, there is no set way of doing this, and things that work for one person may not work for the other. There are no rules. So I highly recommend that when you start working with something, try lots of different methods, you know. It's not going to hurt, and you might learn something. Okay, and then on this little portion here, I was kind of experimenting with pushing with my right hand and then pulling with my left hand, which would naturally create a circular motion in there. But this is more very energetic for me, the pushing and pulling, just like trying to move targets inside a glass. I have to be a little heavy on the energy sometimes. And that worked out pretty good, but it was a long time coming for this move. I was about to give up on the push-pull method thing. So, like I said, lots of things work, and wait till you see what's coming up. That's right, people. We got some no-hands moves. And again, they were a long time coming and few and far between. But I had to really get into a deep state of unity, you know, connectivity, whatever it is you want to say, where, you know, mind, body, and spirit kind of fall away and you're just one with everything. And I got some no hands move, and that is a step forward to me. That also tells me, you know, that it's not just pure energy coming out of your hands, as a lot of people believe. Chi only flows through hands and eyes. I don't believe that's true. I think the deeper, more relaxed you get, the more connected you become. And that made it worthwhile. That was 12 days well spent, in my opinion. I guess I might be a little partial. Maybe you think this is nothing, and I know a lot of people, you know, just have no desire to even approach doing something like this. But it means a lot to me, and I like sharing it with you guys more so than I do individuals that I meet. In fact, I shared this with some people that had no idea I was into this kind of thing, and it kind of freaked them out and changed their views of me. So it's all in how you look at it. For me, it's all about empathy, mindset, energy, self-mastery. So I'm going to continue on with this hydrokinesis experimentation and share what I come up with. In the meantime, I hope you guys are having a great summer, and I thank you guys for watching. This is Trevor 7. Until we meet again, good day, God bless, and namaste.